All right, so we're back and ready for another deep dive.
Moly.
Today, we're heading to Bangkok.
Bangkok is.
More specifically, the Bang Rak district. Now, this is for those looking for something a little bit different on their, Thailand trip.
Yeah, beyond the typical tourist spots.
Exactly. Like, if you've already seen the Grand Palace and Water Rune and all that.
Right.
Bang Rak, I think, offers this like authentic Thai experience, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. It's this cool blend of like old and new. You've got these traditional Thai homes right next to like super modern high rises.
Like a living, breathing history.
Exactly. And it's got this nickname, the Village of Love.
Village of Love. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we get too far, I do want to mention that this episode is actually brought to you by the House of Pot Cannabis Dispensary.
Oh, nice.
You can actually find them, I think it's 491/22.
Okay.
Siloam Plaza.
Okay. Right in Siloam.
Right in the heart of it.
Very convenient.
Yeah. So if you were exploring Bang Rak, and you're looking for a place to kind of unwind and, just chill, check them out.
Yeah, perfect after, a day of exploring.
Absolutely. Full address will be in the show notes, as always. But okay, back to the Village of Love. I mean, come on, that's like a movie title waiting to happen.
Yeah.
But seriously, where does that name even come from?
So, to be honest, the origins are kind of murky. Like, there's no, clear-cut legend or specific event attached to it. But I think when you're actually there, walking those streets, you feel it, There's a romantic atmosphere.
Yeah, okay.
There's this undeniable charm.
I go, yeah, catch ya.
Maybe it's the canals or the little cafes tucked away, the street food vendors, the scent of jasmine in the air.
Okay, stop. I got to go book a flight.
Do it.
But okay, let's talk about that blend of old and new you mentioned.
Yeah.
Because our notes here say traditional homes right next to modern skyscrapers.
Yeah.
What's a specific architectural detail that captures that?
Oh, man, there are so many. But one that pops into my head is Wat Wah Lamphong. It's this Buddhist temple, centuries old, with these like ornate multi-tiered roofs and these insane carvings. And then right in the background, looming over it, you've got the Sathorn Unique Tower.
Oh, the abandoned skyscraper.
That's the one. Now, it's this empty shell, right? But it's also this stark symbol of like modern ambition, and that contrast, like the ancient temple next to this, empty skyscraper. That's Bang Rak for you.
Oh, that's like a visual metaphor. Architectural time travel.
Right. It's incredible.
It is incredible. But this place wasn't always this mix of like the traditional and the hyper modern.
Oh, no, not at all. Bang Rak has layers of history.
Okay, so paint me a picture. Take me back.
Okay, so imagine this. It's the 15th century. Bang Rak is this bustling trading port on the Chao Phraya River.
Oh, wow.
And it's already a melting pot. You've got Chinese merchants, Indian traders, even some Europeans are starting to show up. It's like this international flavor, and that really still exists today in Bang Rak.
It's woven into, the fabric.
Yeah, and from there, it keeps growing. Bang Rak sees the rise and fall of kingdoms, the arrival of new technologies, ideas. It's where Bangkok's story really starts to unfold.
Wow. It's hard to even grasp. So, okay, say I'm sold. I'm booking my flight.
Yeah.
When should I go? When's the best time to visit?
Well, November to February is usually a good bet. The weather's a bit cooler then.
Okay.
But honestly, you can't really go wrong with Bangkok. Just, pack some sunscreen.
Lots of sunscreen.
Yeah, it's tropical.
Always a good idea. And, while we're talking about planning your trip, if you are looking for something to do after a long day of exploring, our sponsor, the House of Pot, happens to be right there in Bang Rak.
Right there.
It's a perfect way to experience a different side of Thai culture. And, the cannabis scene there is pretty interesting.
It's definitely growing.
Yeah. So, keep that in mind.
Definitely.
Okay, but let's talk about the kind of traveler Bang Rak is perfect for. Like, who's going to really love this place?
Okay, so it's definitely for the traveler who wants to dig deeper, who doesn't just want the tourist highlights.
Right.
The one who's willing to like wander down these narrow alleys and discover hidden shrines. Who wants to try street food from vendors who've been there for, generations.
Yeah.
Someone who wants to feel the pulse of, of daily life in Bangkok.
That's beautifully said. It's about understanding the soul of the city.
That's exactly it.
Okay. I am sold. Bang Rak is officially on my travel list. Ancient temples, modern marvels, bustling markets, maybe even a little romance. Who knows?
Maybe. But as you're planning your trip, I'd ask yourself this. What is it about Bang Rak, with its history, its blend of old and new, that really calls to you? What story are you hoping to find?
Hmm. That's a great question to ask yourself.
Yeah.
And as you're picturing that Bangkok adventure, don't forget you can unwind afterwards at the House of Pot Cannabis Dispensary.
Perfect end to a perfect day.
Exactly. They're at 491/22 Siloam Plaza, right in the heart of Siloam.
Can't miss it.
Full address is in the show notes, as always. So go explore, discover the magic of Bangkok, and until next time,
Happy travels.
happy travels.